Or maybe you passed it during your travels along West Baltimore Street. It's an abandoned shed there, but two local college students have started a campaign to raise thousands of dollars to turn that neglected building into a space that the whole community can enjoy. And joining me right now is Isonah and Jaylen Daley. Good to see you both.
Hello.
And look, and I nailed the last
Oh,
name.
you did.
I thought I had no shot. So as we all do, I'm scrolling through Instagram and I see two college kids talking about revitalizing Baltimore on their own. And you have some big ideas. Why that building? Why now? Why is this your idea?
Yeah, so we live in West Baltimore, and Jaylen lives really close to the shed, and we, during our summer working with the Women's Home Preservation, identified this as a space that we want to revitalize and turn into a community space. This is work that has been happening for years, but we've started doing it this summer, and it's really turned into a passion project for us.
Jaylen, both of you really came with some big ideas because you've noticed in communities where you live, where we all live, we're missing out on things.
For sure.
Give me the idea that you were saying online.
Yeah, so we have a lot of different sort of feedback. We really want this to be a space that serves the community in the best way we can. And so a lot of the ideas that we've been getting are really aligned with our personal goals. Our personal goals are still to create a space that's multi-generational and fun. And some of the ideas first are to have sort of an event space that we can actually host people and actually bring people to contribute to the community with. And we're really trying to get, people who are willing to support us in that going forward. So.
Sure, but in your heart, and part of what you're saying is that you felt like some communities are passed over, and it's not like it's a today thing. You feel like it's been a long time coming for Baltimore.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, West Baltimore has such a rich history of art, commerce. West Baltimore Street specifically was a commercial corridor. And so really what we're trying to do is reintroduce that history back into Baltimore. The vibrancy is still there. It just needs a place to be housed. And that's really what we think the shed could be.
What I enjoy is that you're putting all your skills at work. Because I asked you about the rendering, and then you tell them what you were telling me. Where'd you get the fancy rendering from?
Yeah, so I'm a computer science major and a cinema media studies major at my college, Hamilton College in upstate New York. And so I just use the skills that I have access to and the materials that I have access to create the renderings, yeah.
What I enjoy is that you see what's possible. I think you know that Baltimore has the bones to continue to be what it was in the heyday that you're talking about.
Absolutely.
But you believe in it, yeah?
Absolutely.
Truly, yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me.
Yeah, sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah, we do believe it. I think that the community in general, I don't know. It's just, there's so much artistic sort of energy that the community has. Even my father, he's a part of the Baltimore Rock Opera Society and everything like that. Yeah. And so we know that there's people who are trying to do things that are really good for the community. And so all of the people that we've been in contact with, all of the people that have really showed up, they all want things, and they want to see us be able to do things like this as well, but they expect to see more for the community as well. Sure. And so we want to be a channel for that to sort of happen, and have all these ideas for the community to develop around.
So as this has gone out, I'm guessing that other people like me who have seen this, have people reached out to you about the shed?
Absolutely. We've received an outpour of support on social media, but we've also had people come on site. We had Senator Hayes recently and Deputy Mayor Calvin Young come on site, and they're also really invested in what we're doing, which is really, really encouraging. So yeah, lots of support. I'm really grateful that, we didn't think we would get that much support. We were just posting on social media just to see what would happen, but it was amazing.
All right, what will it take to get this from idea to reality?
That actually I think is a great question.
Okay.
So we've done a lot of work applying for grants as well. I think one of the things that has been a struggle for West Baltimore and fighting disinvestment is actually just getting the people money and just making sure that the people have the resources to execute on their abilities. So one of the things that we also did this summer was apply for opportunity zoning and making sure that we can sort of direct attention to the area because we have adjacent sort of areas of the city be funded for opportunity zoning. It's this place has been missed. It's one of the most needed places in Baltimore.
I got
West
about,
Baltimore, yeah.
got about 30 seconds. Give me the Instagram handle so people can know where to find you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so follow us on Instagram or TikTok at theshed_1416.
Okay, they are looking for help. So if you see them on
Yes.
there, go ahead. If you're a plumber, a carpenter, a skilled tradesperson,
Yeah.
these are your people. Good
And
to see
please
you.
sign up for our newsletter. Thank you so
That
much.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's a good salesman. Thank you both for coming by.